us a little bit about how Chris is looking in this camp.
Yeah, he's looking brilliant. The same he does as any other camp. It's been no different. He just trains. He's getting better and better, and stronger and stronger. He's been sparring with cruiserweights, middleweights, super middleweights, and light middleweights for his speed and his power with the cruiserweights, and he's looking lethal.
The sparring, obviously, he's struggled in the past just to get people down here. Has that changed the bigger profile he's getting? People want to test themselves against Chris Eubank nowadays?
Yeah, I find a lot of the young kids want to come down and spar with him now. The better and better he's getting more people to come down. It has been very hard in the past. It still is. I'm not going to say it's not. It is hard to get sparring. It does go hard. But you're getting young kids who want to come down and stay with him. And I say to them, that's what makes champions. As long as they're not getting beaten up, we don't do that. Yeah, sparring's gone well, really well this time.
I've heard you actually in the video saying, Chris, power, watch that power, because he can get a bit excited.
Yeah, he can get carried away. And it's my job now to look after him, to look after the other boxers. You know what I mean? I don't want to see anyone get hurt. It's a nasty business, this. But go on.
Was his dad like that in sparring?
Yeah, vicious. Yeah.
So it runs in the family?
Definitely runs in the family, yeah.
Chris was saying when he got back from Vegas he was 11 stone 10. And obviously that's underweight for super middle, and he says I'm not a real super middleweight and I'm a middleweight as such. But do you see any problems with that going into a tournament like this, and when there are some big punchers and some big good fighters in the tournament?
I see it in his favour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to step up to super middleweight. I've seen what he does against heavyweights. He's been sparring with all top heavy super middleweights and light heavyweights for years, and he's immensely strong. You've only got to see him work out today. He only walks about just over 12 stone, but I'm an old school trainer. I like people walking about a couple of pounds no more, 2 or 3 pounds over the fighting weight. Then on the night they're really strong. All this coming down at the last minute, this water retention, I don't believe in this. These boys are fighters. They're not athletes. They're not running around a track or swimming or playing cricket or football. They're fighters. They need good food in their belly and they've got to be strong. And that's what he is. There's no weight reducing with him. He eats what he likes and he gets on them scales. He's fit. He's fit all the time in here. He's strong all the time. And if you see him sparring at 12 stone and how good he is, that's how he's going to be on the night. Now, a lot of these boxers, they're sparring at 13 stone and they look great, but they've got to get down to that 12 stone. They won't be as good on the night.
Tell us about Avni Yildirim, being sort of described as a bit of a dark horse in this tournament. Do you know much about him?
No, not a lot, but then I don't really study other fighters. He's well equipped, he knows what he's got to do, he knows his job. I said to him, larking about the other day, I said, what's your game plan? He said, I should win whatever way it takes, I'll win. And that's what he's like. That's what his father was. Whatever he took, he would overcome.
Are you concerned at all about going to Germany for this fight? Obviously a place that's in the past had a bit of a reputation for the odd dodgy decision. Is that a concern? There's obviously a big Turkish contingent in Stuttgart as well.
Oh yeah, well there's always a worry of that, but I mean, his father went out and beat Rocky, what's his name? Rochigano. He was a great fighter, he was undefeated and he still won. Yeah. But be nice if you can get him out there early. I always say to him, get him out there early, don't leave it to the judges, if you can. It's not as easy as it, you know.
And obviously it's 4 Brits in this after the draw, well, in this super middleweight tournament. So it's a bit of good British flavour in there. The bookmakers made Callum Smith the favourite, even though George Groves was the first seed and Chris was the 3rd seed. Who do you see as the main threat to Chris and the team in this one?
I don't see any what you call main threats. I think he's better than all of them. That's my opinion. I don't think Smith's been tested at world level yet. Groves, I know Groves inside out. I don't know much about Cox. I've heard he's very good, very powerful. Who knows? We'll know on the night as it goes through. But I mean, I'm not a man that makes predictions and things like that. I know Eubank is capable of beating any of them, that's all I'm going to say.
Obviously Groves is the one that kind of fans, and certainly Chris and George, they both want that to be the semi-final, be a huge fight for Britain. Are you the same? Is that a fight that you'd love to kind of get your teeth into?
Yeah, I'd love to see him fight that because it'd be great for the public.
Yeah. And any problem? George Groves is obviously the WBA champion and the #1 seed, as it were. How do you kind of rate him as a fighter? How would you see that fight against Chris going?
He's very, very good. I mean, let's be fair, he's got a great record. When people thought he was going to go down there, he didn't. He just come back. Got great willpower. Highest respect for him. But I think Eubank beats him.
Inside the distance, you think?
He could stop him well, stop him in the later rounds, yeah. He's got a great engine, Eubanks. He punches non-stop. He's got a great work rate, and he's powerful. And if you look at him, he's getting better and better in every fight. And I think that is because a lot of it because he's at super middleweight. He's so strong.